Hello, my name's Jon Sermon. I'm a church leader based in the UK, although I'm wearing one of my African style shirts today with material I brought back from Uganda. Today I'm making number 100 of these encouragement videos that I started recording way back on the 7th of May. At that stage I felt God was leading me to record a short video to offer encouragement to people. And so I called it encouragement video and then did one the following day and so on. Well, they haven't literally been daily. 7th of May is more than 100 days ago. But having started that, not knowing what I was doing at all, I found myself continuing, not necessarily every day and more recently a bit less frequently, but now I've reached the 100th one of these encouragement videos. And I was wondering, what can I possibly say to mark the fact that it's number 100? People have suggested to me I light 100 candles. Well, I'd probably blow up my whole computer if I did that. But here we are at the 100th one, and I'm still determined to offer you some kind of encouragement, because our circumstances are still really difficult, and we need encouragement. Now, those of you who were with me at church this morning, whether physically gathered in North Lowestoft or through the Zoom service, will be aware that this morning my preaching came from a passage in the Bible, the prophet Isaiah, part of the Old Testament section of the Bible, chapter 35, where there is a vision that God is saying, I'm going to provide streams of water in the desert, and there's going to be blossoming and flowering and a way for people to travel safely towards God's very presence. I'm paraphrasing a bit here, but if you want to look it up, the actual passage is Isaiah chapter 35, verses 1 to 10. Now, the thing is, although that could refer to a physical experience of literally being in the desert, as indeed the people had experienced in earlier generations when God rescued them out of slavery in Egypt, and they had to travel through the desert for years after years, and God met their needs in so many remarkable ways. But more recently, bringing it right up to date, not just to the time of Isaiah, who is hundreds of years later than that wilderness experience, but right up to date. A desert could also be representative, figurative, if you like, of the difficulties we're going through. And you could even say that with this COVID-19 pandemic, we in the UK and in many countries, Uganda and others, we are experiencing a desert-like experience. We are going through a wilderness of difficult times. Against that background, God is there, available to us if we are willing to seek Him. Jesus Christ came to live a human life, to make God known to us, to show us God's ways, and to express God's love to the ultimate of giving His life a torturous death by crucifixion. Undeserved, but in ways we can never really fully understand. Somehow through that, to pave the way for our forgiveness. So that road in the wilderness that's described in Isaiah 35 that only righteous people can walk on it. It's not that we're righteous in any way in and of ourselves, but because of the forgiveness Jesus made possible, we can become, as God sees us, righteous. And that's why it uses the term redeemed. The redeemed of the Lord will return, coming with singing. That's us, if we trust in Jesus Christ. We are literally redeemed. Redeemed means bought back. And in the times that the Bible was written, they had a procedure for slaves, or for anyone who became in debt. You could get rid of your debts by becoming a slave. And to buy you, the buyer would pay the amount of your debts, so your creditors get their money, but you become their slave. Now, someone who did that had a choice to keep you on as a slave or to set you free. And if they set you free, That was called redeemed. Jesus has set us free to be the redeemed of the Lord if we simply trust in Him to forgive us. And Jesus has been with us throughout this pandemic and will be to the end. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. People, it is well worth getting to know Him. God bless you.